Hello everyone, for OneWrestling.com, this is Bill Apter at K&S Wrestlefest in Philadelphia. And you got to come to these K&S events. They are incredible. And look who I just bumped into, the Grappler. Welcome to OneWrestling.com.
And everybody thought I died already, right?
Yeah, you know, there were rumors that you died. Did you, and did you come back?
It takes a good man to beat me, Bill, but it don't take him long. Yeah, you know, if you don't believe me, just turn on YouTube and you see Goldberg beat me in 30 seconds. That's all I hear everywhere I go. Grappler, great match you had with Goldberg.
Now, wait a minute. I never asked anybody this, but this is similar to asking a boxer what it was like to fight Mike Tyson. What was it like to get beaten by Bill Goldberg in 30 seconds?
I went to, it was kind of like when I got beat by Dory Funk Jr. in 30 seconds when he was a world champion
didn't know that.
15 or 20 years before. But
Goldberg, a different element.
It gets any easier, I'll put it like that. But here's what happened. I'm in the dressing room at WCW, and all of a sudden Jimmy Hart and a couple of other names come in and go, we need you in a room by yourself, Grappler. When you hear that, you know you're in trouble.
Something's up.
Okay, and of course there's Goldberg sitting in a chair, all pumped up by himself, and I knew the doom was coming.
Oh no!
I just said, if you can spare my face and you can spare my lower parts, bring it on, big man.
What did that spear feel like?
He drove me all across the ring, and I'm not kidding. 1 ounce, brother. When he stuck you with it, especially on Monday Night Nitro, you knew it was coming. You felt it when you went all the way across the ring.
That's something that I hate when people say, well, that there stuff's all fake. You get into a ring with a guy like Goldberg.
Yeah, exactly. All I can say to that, and I'm coming from the bottom of my 30 years in wrestling business heart, okay? There's all these closet people that love to watch wrestling, but then they come out, because I work at Home Depot. Maybe I shouldn't say that on the air.
That's okay. That's all right.
I work there now.
With the mask?
Sometimes with the mask, sometimes without. Usually without. But people come to me and they'll go, oh, you're one of those phony wrestlers, right? We heard about you. We seen you on YouTube. I go, you know what? I'll tell you what you do. You call wrestling whatever you want to, but anytime you get ready, you lace the boots up and you crawl your ass in the ring like I did. And when you crawl out of that ring from a guy with Goldberg, you tell me what you think about professional wrestling.
Very well said. What are you doing these days?
What I'm doing these days is I'm trying to raise a little 4-year-old grandbaby. Her name is Leslie. She is the love of my life. And raising my daughter still.
Okay.
And live in Portland, Oregon, and I'm working at Home Depot.
Well, that's great. Now, with your grandchild, she's how old?
She is 4 years old.
4 years. Do you show her the mask sometime?
I have put it on. First time I did, she started crying like a lot of the fans. And then she's getting used to it now. She puts it on and runs around.
All right. Now, what
enjoys it.
We talked about you being beaten in 30 seconds by Goldberg and by Dory Funk Jr., but what was that one match that you remember that you won that to this day you're still elated about?
I'm elated about the time that I won the North American Heavyweight title in Mid-South from Ted DiBiase.
Okay.
And I carried that belt for a year straight.
Do you follow wrestling today?
I don't watch it all the time. Every once in a while I'll look on the internet, check things out. But
do you see anybody in particular that you would point at as someone that could become a legend in the business?
Yeah, there's so many guys out there. You know, the one guy, I just did a 3-day thing where I went around with TNA, and the one guy that calls himself Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
That guy's amazing.
That's Mr. Anderson.
Mr.
Anderson.
Yes. Yeah, I can't do it like him, but I'll tell you something. That guy, he's going to be a hell of a talent, and there's a lot of guys out there. There's a lot.
One last question. I'm asking everyone this question today. WWE is now WWE as of earlier this week. They're no longer World Wrestling Entertainment, but they've rebranded just as WWE. They've taken the word wrestling out of it. So similar to when all the territories were taken over, here's another step in the business that not everybody's crazy about. What are your feelings?
You know, this is the first time I've even heard of that, but
and they'll still be doing wrestling, but they're an entertainment conglomerate.
Totally toward entertainment all the way. It's like Hollywood. They have Hollywood.
So your feeling on that, with them rebranding without the word wrestling?
Well, you know, everything has to take a turn, and it's a totally different type of fan than when I started wrestling in 1977. So I guess that's another step in. in the sport. It's probably a positive thing. I think it's going to go good. It'll be great. These fans know it's entertainment, but just like go back to, anytime that you want to try to do that for a living and feed your family doing it, you're going to have to go through the training to be there. You're going to have what it takes inside to take the pain.
You got to
and the
be
punishment.
tough
And so
enough.
you got to be tough enough. Those guys you're watching on TV, it may be entertainment, but they're hell of a guys that they paid the price to be
They're
there.
all athletes. You
Because
can't do
everybody
this
wants
without
to be
being
a
an
star.
athlete. Yeah.
Exactly. Everybody wants to be a star, but to get your name on that marquee like they have,
All right.
you have to pay the dues.
Bill Apter at K&S Wrestlefest with Len Denton, a.k.a. the Grappler, or is it the other way around? The Grappler, a.k.a. Len Denton. We'll see you at the matches.